A living corpse without a soul walking across a freezing river. A flashback occurred showing how he was made by Victor Frankenstein, a scientist. Victor rolled the body off his creation and threw it into the river. But he survived and made his way back to the castle and killed his wife. Victor ran back to his bedroom where the scream came from, only to find Elizabeth dead on the bed. Victor traveled through the far north to pursue him but died. Adam arrived at what appeared to be an old run-down church. Gargoyle statues were perched at places around it. Arriving at a cemetery, Adam dropped to his knees and Victor rolled to the ground. Next he dug a grave and gently laid his body in it. Before he could finish burying, a group of demons attack him to take him to their lord Nibirius. He stabbed one of the demon and the flames from the dead creature swirled around him before it vanished. One demon pinned Adam down with a weapon and kept kicking his face. Then, a gargoyle Ophir grabbed several of the demons, killing them at the cemetery. Ophir and Keziah examined the unconscious Adam. They both figure that Adam is something special. Keziah searches Victor's grave and finds his journal. The humanoid creature woke up only to find that his hands were shackled to the floor in a strange room. Leonore, Gargoyle's queen, entered the room, seeing her the humanoid creature shackles starting to rip from the floor, but Keziah stops him. Leonore only wanted to know about the creatures that attacked Adam, and what did they want? I don't know. Leonore, free the creature and the group lead him toward the corridor. She introduces him with her most trusted warrior Gideon. She then tells him that he was attacked by 4 demons under the command of a dark prince called Nibirius. She asks him stay with them until they find out what Nibirius wants from him and gives him a name, Adam. But he says I'll go my own way. Then Ophir and Keziah lead Adam through the castle. And to help Adam survive against them, the queen has asked them to provide him with weapons. In the weapons room, Ophir tells him that demons can only be descended by blessed objects, such as holy water or a crucifix. Descended? Adam asked as he continued to look around for a weapon. When a demon is killed, its spirit descends to hell, where it remains trapped for all eternity. Ophir answered. As Adam picks up a pair of blunt weapons, Ophir tells him the blunts are too heavy to wield. In response, Adam picks up the other one and swings both around with ease. Gideon told Leonore, "You should have let me destroy Adam," but Leonore tells him she's not blind to the risk and that Adam is alive. She handed Gideon Victor's journal and tells him to lock it in the vault. It must never fall into Nibirius' hands. Adam exited the castle. Before he left, Ophir told him that if he should ever change his mind, he will always find refuge at the castle. So many years passed, Adam not grow old and die as humans and standing on the mountain practicing how to use his weapons. 3 demons crept through a forest and Adam kills them, and they finally being descended back to hell. After 200 years, his hair was now shorter and his scars were more visible. Adam entered a club. Everyone looked at him. He followed the man as he left the club. As he entered a dark alley, he removed his twin weapons. One demon quickly jumped from the shadows. Adam managed to catch him and pin him to a wall. A cop had followed him into the alley and Adam used the demon as a human shield. After killing the 2 demons, he chased another demon. As he arrived on top of the building, the demon jumped off and ran. Before he could think about giving chase, a gargoyle swooped down and picked Adam up. Nibirius sat in the observation room, which overlooked the lab. Through the glass was Tara, a doctor. Nibirius told her that time was fleeting and not to waste his. Down in the room was a dead rat that was hooked to a large machine. And as the experiment commenced, the machine lit up. First, the mouse started to spike until it neared a cardiac arrest. But eventually Carl Avery said there was a heartbeat. In another room, demon who tells him about Adam, who descended. 7 of us. Nibirius shocks and orders his most trusted demon Decker to capture Adam and slaps on his face. Gargoyle take Adam in castle and chained him on the floor. While in the lab, Nibirius asked her what she knew of a scientist by the name of Victor Frankenstein. Frankenstein is a myth, a horror story made up to scare children. Tara replied. Nibirius said if he really did animate a human, would it help you to study it? Tara said yes. Adam was strapped in a chair. Leonore entered the room and told him that their war is a war that must be fought in the shadows. It wasn't an open battlefield. Seeing Adam's look, she reverted back. When I met you, do you know what I saw there? Not a soul, but the potential for one. Now all I see is darkness. I knew of no other way, he said as they were about to walk out. Meanwhile, Zuriel stood before Nibirius and he tells him to bring me Frankenstein's monster. The demon horde ran through the streets on their way to the cathedral. The gargoyles watch them from their perch. The quick war starts between 2 supernatural creatures outside the castle. In the room, Ophir growled and swung his weapon, which shattered Adam's binds. Adam quickly broke the door and used it as a shield as he charged through the horde. As Keziah killed another demon, she was struck from behind. Ophir was also struck, and she watched as he ascended before her eyes. The demons had started to flee back towards the city. The remaining gargoyles, in their rage, gave chase. Inside, Adam approached the wounded Keziah. He offered to do what he can to help, but she said she wanted to be with Ophir and ascended. Adam began to get information from a demon that was left behind. In the heat of battle, the demon grabbed Leonor by the throat. All we had to do was lure Gideon and the others away. With Gideon, 2 of his fellow gargoyles captured a female demon that came with a message from Zuriel. The demon said you are nothing to her but another grand human mistake. Adam grabbed the demon, taking him near the holy water, burning his face, descending him into hell. Gideon walked through the halls of the cathedral but 2 other gargoyles, who tell him it is forbidden to remove the items in the vault. He tells them we can't lose our queen as we lost our other companions, and arrives inside the vault. He opens the box and pulls out Frankenstein's journal, saying may God forgive me. Gideon reaches in the building and finds Zuriel, who is holding Leonor. Adam was sneaking around in the shadows listening their conversation. Zuriel grabbed Leonor by the throat and asks Gideon to give him the Frank's journal. Gideon places the journal at Zuriel's feet and he dropped Leonor. Adam quickly leapt from his spot, weapons raised, and landed before Zuriel, who took off with journal in hand. The demons were quick to attack Adam, but they fell quickly. With them dead, he quickly took off after Zuriel, who used a keycard to enter an elevator. Adam quickly slit the throat of the lone demon near the elevator and took his keycard. Zuriel handed the journal to Nibirius, and he gives journal to Terra, who starts reading it. Adam made his way through the building and sees thousands of human core, which Nibirius wants to put souls of demons to build his army. Then he makes his way toward the lab and sees Terra reading the novel. Adam burst through the glass and landed in the lab. Sirens blared as Terra met Adam's eyes. As he got closer to her, she shakily gave him the journal. Nibirius arrives and welcomes him and offers him to join his demon's army. As Nibirius was about to touch Adam, he quickly grabbed his hand, only for Nibirius' eyes to flash. With no other escape route, Adam dove out the window behind him. Instead of hitting the ground, he went through it and landed on a moving subway train. He entered the train car and sat in a seat. He pulled out the journal and gently flipped through it. At night, when Terra is leaving her office, Adam follows her and takes her inside the building to tell her the truth. Then demon Zuriel arrives there and attacks on Adam for the book while Terra is watching them fighting. Brutal fight continues and Zuriel manages to get the book and decides to kill Adam. Then Adam quietly stabs him with blade, killing him. Then they both leave from there and reach at Terra's house. She stitches his wounds and he goes to sleep. As he wakes up, she handed the journal back to Adam, reading it whole, and she told him she thinks she could reproduce it. Once Terra reached the station, she found out it was a trap. Decker appeared behind her. She quickly swung the dagger, only for Decker to grab her wrist, which he snapped, causing her to drop the knife. Adam entered the cathedral, but gargoyles restrained him as they lead him to Leonor. Adam wanted to know why Leonor lied to him, only for her to say she had a higher duty to protect the human race. Adam tells her Nibirius has been planning this for centuries and I've seen the bodies. Leonor said, I've made too many mistakes with you, Adam, I will not make another. Adam walked through to find Terra. Gideon comes and starts fighting with Adam. Gideon, grabbing Adam by the neck, slammed through wall after wall while falling. Gideon swung his battle axe, only for Adam to grab it. Adam struck a car, but it turned out that Adam used Gideon's own weapon against him and ascend his soul. Carl was now hooked to a machine, with a tearful Terra doing the procedure. The machine fired up, but Carl wasn't the only thing the machine was reanimating. All the other human corpses that Nibirius had, the machine also turned on. Outside, Adam was now surrounded by demons while the gargoyles circle above. Leave him to me, Decker said as he shoved past the demons. With a roar, Decker was about to charge, only for a gargoyle to grab him by the head and pull him into the air, followed by stabbing him with a weapon, effectively descending him. Adam entered the lab, telling Nibirius, I've come to destroy you in this place. A fight starts between Adam and Nibirius as Adam charged and managed to slice Nibirius several times. Terra tried to shut down the program, only for it to say access denied. Nibirius grabbed her by the back of her neck and drew her towards the machine, which was shooting electricity. Adam caught her, but his back managed to hit the machine, sending volts upon volts of electricity into his body. After agonizing seconds, Adam fell to the floor. Nibirius grabbed Adam by the throat and tells him, I will make hundreds like you. Thousands. I have been gathering human corpses for centuries. Leonor and her group walked through the large collection of corpses. Leonor watched in horror as demon spirits started to flow into the human corpses, and she commands to destroy them all. Adam took the object and cuts Nibirius' chest, exploding him into flames, and the flames shot out of the entire Wessex building. Adam grabbed Terra just as the flames started to dig into the building, but they were caught in the middle. The floor crumbled, and Terra fell. But she was caught by Adam, who grabbed her hand. Outside, the gargoyles watched as the entire building sunk into the earth. One of them started to fly towards the hole in the ground. He flew over the hole. The fireball continued to travel back towards hell. Inside, Adam gently sat Terra down. He turned to Leonor and she only replied with, you finally found your higher purpose. "Where's the journal?" Tara asked him, in which he said he doesn't need it anymore. Adam offered her his hand, which she took. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more videos like this.